welcome to Lyndhurst Community News, a new local podcast that is designed to report to all of you the great and wonderful events and happenings within our township. Everything from our schools, sports, civic organizations, veterans organizations, churches, local businesses, important events, and occasions of note, whether it be anniversaries, reunions, and any other noteworthy news about all that is great and going on in our community that we call Lyndhurst, our home. My name is Brian Haggerty, and I'm a proud lifelong resident of this township. And that's not unusual, because Lyndhurst is a community of families, some of whom have lived here for generations, as has mine. It is one of the things which makes Lyndhurst different from so many other communities. But maybe you've only recently moved to the township, or perhaps have been here for several years, but you haven't gotten a chance to get to know the township or your neighbors. And that's why I'm doing this podcast. It's my intention to bring everyone together, to build and to fortify a strong sense of community, as we have always had. You see, a community is not its roads and buildings. A community is composed of its people, the people who live within it, who contribute to it, and who create and share memories and support one another in good times and in bad. And that is what has always defined Lyndhurst. I hope this podcast fills the void that we have had for over a decade, whereby we have had no source of local news. For over 80 years, Lyndhurst had its own local newspaper, the Commercial Leader, which, by the way, was also owned by a very old Lyndhurst family. And each week, the Commercial Leader had news about every aspect of what was going on around town. It is what helped keep people informed about the goings-on, but it also highlighted the great accomplishments of local residents, our students, sports leagues, as well as information on what every organization was doing and how there was always something going on for everyone. Local news brings people together. It solidifies a sense of belonging, a sense of community pride, while it fosters friendship among us all. In order to make all of this happen, I'm going to need your assistance to do so. Here's what you can do. While I've already begun reaching out to the following groups and organizations, there's bound to be people out there I'm going to miss, but send me an email of anything and everything going on each week, whether it be your club, organization, your league, your school, or your church. Send it in so we can share the details with everyone. Let us know what you're doing. And if you have friends or family members achieving something of note, let us know so we can share it. Weddings, anniversaries, special occasion birthdays, let us know. A new local business opening up, let us know. You see, back in the days of the Commercial Leader, all of these various groups, organizations, leagues, clubs would submit anything they wanted to share with the public, and the Commercial Leader would print it each week. This is how people know what is going on in their community. People would expect this every week, and this is what brought friends and neighbors together. There is so much that goes on in our township, but unless you visit a bunch of websites and social media profiles, you maybe wouldn't even know what's going on. And most do not know where to look to see what's happening. And for all of the newer residents who have moved into our township, we want to get to know you. We want for you to feel as much a part of this community as those of us who were raised here. That's what community is all about, and that is the goal of this podcast. When I was growing up in the 1970s, we knew each and every neighbor on our entire street. In fact, most of them were the original owners of their homes. But life was definitely different back then, as we know. In today's fast-paced world, people may seem impersonal, but that's only because we don't have the chance to get to know one another, to know our neighbors like we once did. But that is something that is easily changed. After all, we are all better off when we share in the betterment and successes of one another. We are never alone when we have friends. So, here is my email address, the show's email address. It's also listed in the description box below, whether you're seeing this on Facebook or on YouTube. We will be posting each episode to our YouTube page and then sharing it through our Facebook page. But we invite all of you to share this with your friends and to subscribe and to click on YouTube. There's that little notification bell. Click that bell so that every time we upload an episode, you'll be notified as soon as we post. And if you have anything you want to share, the email address is lyndhurstcommunitynews, all one word, @gmail.com. And once again, as I said, it is in the description box below. And I look forward to sharing our first episode with all of you coming up within the next 10 days or so. I have to obviously compile what's going on so that I could report upon it. But until then, may God bless you all and bless our wonderful community.